Hello and welcome to our short and impactful yoga practice where today we're going to be really exploring the embodiment of releasing that which is in the way of receiving. So this week in my spaces, we're really exploring the idea that all there ever is to do is to drop the tension, to drop the resistance, and allow the receiving of whatever it is that we want more of in life. This idea that we already have everything that we need, and when we're moving into more, it isn't coming from a place of getting, of striving, of achieving through earning, but rather in relaxedness. So we're going to get into the practice. This is a slow, long hold practice. So you're going to want to have some cushion, some blocks, some kind of strap, belt, scarf, doesn't really matter. And we're going to get into various places in the body. Make sure you're comfy. I'm in my jammies today. It's quite late in the evening. My kids were excited to be back after being with their dad. And so here we are. And my lighting is funny, and we're just going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Okay. So, we're going to start by sitting. Just sitting. You can sit up on a block, on some cushions. I feel like I'm being very mysterious right now, and we're just going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Okay. This is me in real time dropping tension around the reality of having some strange overhead lighting in this moment, and allowing the natural state of wellness, of peace, of joy to unfold from within, not needing anything to be different. So you're going to come to your seat, you're going to soften your gaze, you're going to close your eyes, place your palms on your lap and palms face up, and start to tap into your breath. And notice in your body, where are you gripping in this moment? And initially we just want to notice. And in the noticing we can start to breathe space into these areas. And this is what we're going to do as we get into the stretches. For now, realizing there really is nothing to do. I release that which blocks my receptivity. It's the invitation for your mantra. Noticing any frustration, any thoughts, any tightness about the slowness of this practice. When are we going to get into it? We're already here. Start to deepen your breath a little bit more. And from here, very simple forward fold for a few minutes. So really, really important to make sure that your sits bones are pointing straight down with your legs extended. Now, you can have as much of a bend in your knees as you want, and my invitation to you is to support yourself. So if your knees are bent, make sure you can relax your legs. We want to be feeling a stretch in our hamstrings here. So cushions, blocks, doesn't really matter. And in this class, we're not worried about alignment. Okay, so there's no flexing of the feet. We really want to be relaxing. And from here, you're going to fold in. And start to bring consciousness, awareness into, again, these areas of tightness. You're going to be feeling a stretch in the back of the hamstrings now. Starting to elongate your exhale as we stay here in the forward fold. And again, you can close the eyes if that feels comfortable. Allow the weight of the head to be heavy. I release that which blocks my receiving. There really is nothing to do to release, to shift the tension. Accept, have the willingness to let it go. Inhaling deeply through the nose all the way down to the belly. And exhaling through the mouth, maybe with a little whisper, a little which is going to help facilitate relaxation in the body. And it's not relaxing to be here in this forward fold. We're feeling a stretch in the body. We're hanging out at our edge. And somehow finding a relaxation within that, using the breath to inform the body that it's okay to relax, even at the edge. In this particular practice, the slow, long hold practice is so beneficial in so many ways. And again, just notice any areas of gripping in this moment without judgment, without frustration, or if it's there, again, meeting it and be willing to let it go. Soften. And soften around the tightness. Moving nice and slow. You're going to press yourself up to a nice tall spine. Remove any padding that you have. And we're going to go onto our back from here. So from a forward fold to a heart opener. So again, you're going to want to block maybe a blanket or a cushion over the block. And we want the block to be at the shoulder blades, the scapula. Okay, so we'll lie down on the block, and you can start with it on the lowest. You can have it on the medium or on the tallest and height. So you know your body. Now it can be nice to have a cushion handy for this if you're new to this. For underneath your head, just in case you feel any crimping in your neck. So you're literally just gonna lie down on the block, and plus or minus the pillow and the shoulder blades just drape over. And you can have your legs out long, you can have your feet planted nice and wide with the knees supporting each other if the hip flexors are feeling a little bit tight and uncomfortable. Make sure you set yourself up for comfort. We'll be here just for a few minutes. So here we get to witness around the heart space and really breathe into whatever we're feeling in the chest, in the shoulders, and with the hands you can have them on your hips, on your belly, palms up by the side. There's no right or wrong way to be in these poses. What's important is that you are feeling supported so you can relax, that there isn't any sort of pinching sensation. If you have any nerve sensation, then please back off, back out, and if it is a stretching in the muscles, in the belly of the muscles, then that's your place to hang out. And again, notice where you want to hold on. A lot of times these tension patterns that gather in the body, they're habitual. We don't even notice they're there, and when we're slowed down in these postures, we get to shine a light. We get to consciously soften, not just in the body, but in the mind. To start to question the ideas that we have around the different areas of life, the ones that create tension, that create stress, tightness in the system. And start to create a softness around them and ask yourself, am I willing to let this idea go? Can I release that which blocks my receptivity? If the legs are out long, you're going to bend your knees to plant your feet. Now move nice and slow here. You're going to roll off to the side first by allowing both knees to travel over to one side, and then press yourself back up to a seated position. Let's do one more, and then we'll close with a short Shavasana. Okay. So we're going to stay with the shoulders. I'm going to give you a nice big heart opener. It's a pretty intense one, this one. So please honor your body and be gentle with yourself. So you're going to need a wall for this one. And a couple of different options for you. I have just changed my living room around slightly, and I'm still figuring out my setup for my camera now that I have a desk, a wonderful desk. I love my desk, and yeah, it's interesting to get the right setup here. So here we go. Option 1. This is a cliffhanger pose, as was taught to me. So it's a really big, as I say, it's a big heart opener, and I'm going to demonstrate it with you first, and then we'll get into it together. So option 1 is you're going to come into kind of child's pose legs, which is big toes touching, knees wide. You're going to bring your hands to a wall and press your palms into the wall. Stick your butt back and allow your chest to fall towards the floor, and your neck and your head to hang heavy. So this is option 1. This is the easiest one. So this is what you're going to come into if, when we do what I show you next, you feel any kind of tightness or crunching in your lower back. So here, the closer your head is to the wall, the more intense it's going to feel. So if the top of your head, the crown of your head, is in contact with the wall, it's going to be way more intense than if you have a few inches, few centimeters back. So you'll start on your belly, you will walk your hands up the wall, press your palms in, and then allow your head to, again, hang heavy. Your head is off the floor, your palms are pressing in, and you breathe here. In deeply through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So we'll come into that together now. And we're going to hang out here for a few minutes. Here we go. So on the belly, walking the hands up. If the hands start to slip down, just use your fingertips to crawl them back up, and keep pressing the palms into the wall with the fingers spread nice and wide, head hanging heavy, and breathe. So here we're gonna get to notice, to witness, to be with a lot of the ideas, the tension, the tightness. Feel the sensations of tightness in the shoulders. And again, we're just going to breathe into that. We're going to watch it. There really isn't anything to do with it. We're not trying to get rid of anything here. We're breathing space into it. Allowing it to be. If you feel like you need to come out, this is a really intense one. So if you need to have a little break and then come back in, that's not cheating. Really honor and celebrate yourself for what you are doing. And again, get to witness, to watch how we're being with ourselves. Watch the thoughts and ideas that are in the way of our receiving. And the thoughts and the ideas and the sensations and the internal experiences are everything and anything that creates a heaviness in the system. Now we've just done 2 minutes hanging out here together. If this is enough for you, you'll walk your hands down the wall, create a pillow for your forehead with your forearms, and relax. Or we'll stay for another 45 seconds. wherever you are. Really breathe in appreciation for your body in this moment. Appreciation for yourself. And again, notice where you may be gripping, likely in the glutes, possibly in the jaw and the forehead. And use these last 15 seconds to create as much softness as you can. Okay, nice and slow, nice and slow. Walk the hands down the wall, create that pillow for your forehead. If you are not there already, move the shoulders from side to side for a moment, move the neck from side to side for a moment. Press yourself back through all fours and come all the way down onto your back. We'll spend a couple of minutes, do not skip this part, a couple of minutes of integration with everything that we have done together. So again, legs can be out long or feet can be that distance apart and knees knocking in together, supporting each other and finding a comfortable place for the arms. Dropping all control of the breath in this moment. We're not going to be here for long. So really enjoy this moment. Allow yourself to melt completely into the here and now. Allow yourself to fully receive with each breath in. Nothing to do, the body will breathe and be breathed. Every breath in, all needs are met. Everything goes exactly where it's meant to without you needing to do anything. Every breath out, you release that which you no longer require. Again, nothing to do from you. All taken care of. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate the wrists and ankles and check in with yourself and see what movements, what motions, what stretches will feel nourishing and supportive of you in this moment. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll yourself onto one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seat of your choosing. Bring your hands together at heart center to close out your practice. Bow your head towards your heart. And the invitation to anchor into the mantra. I release that which blocks my receiving. Allow this to integrate through your day, through your week, and notice all that enters into your life, the joy, the peace, the clarity that comes when we're willing to let go. When you're ready, lift your chin, open your eyes if they were closed. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. It has been my absolute joy, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Lots of